Roblox video on my channel. I am currently in the trading hub and we have a reason to be in the trading hub right now. There's no one with me, I'm alone, we're not going to be trading today, but today's video does have something to do with trading. And I did want to make this video a little bit earlier, but I'm going to explain to you in just a second why I didn't. So basically, there was this glitch going on in Royal High the past few days, or basically since the last update came out, which has been like 6 days now. So this has been going on for a little bit, but just recently people started noticing and it all like came to light, and yeah, it's not good. But I'm going to explain it in just a second. It's probably going to be a little bit confusing, but I'm gonna try and explain it as easy as I can. And I actually have a friend, Lay, who's gonna come in because she has like a little bit more intel on it, and yeah, she's explained it all to me. She was kind of the one finding out about all of this because things just didn't really add up. Things seemed a little bit suspect to her. So, where do we start? Basically, since the new update came out, people have been having weird issues with their accounts. And by weird issues, I mean data storage issues and data saving issues particularly. Which means they were, for example, farming for diamonds, and then the next time they logged on, their diamonds were gone again. So the data on their account just didn't save, which means if they bought something from the store, those items wouldn't appear in their inventory and everything was reset. And I think that was the day of the new update coming out, which means that nothing in the inventory that they bought since has been saved, but also the things they traded weren't saved. And that is the issue here. So it turned out that those accounts with those data storage issues were actually able to duplicate items. And that's not good. You guys probably are gonna see where this is going, but we have like this little server uptime over here. And what happened was the people that had this issue, every time they logged off of Royal High, they weren't actually gone from Royal High. They were basically put in a server that was running since the update. There was apparently a server, or probably multiple, we don't know, servers that were running for like 130 hours. So they didn't update when the update came out, which means the update never reached those servers. And if you're stuck in a server and your character is basically constantly in that server, even if you're actually playing in a different server, their character was still in that weird abandoned server. So that means, of course, none of their storage would save if they're stuck in an old server where that data just overwrites it and it's old. I hope this makes sense. I hope I make sense. I hope this is explained like decently. But anyways, let's see how Lay found out about this happening. So basically, I have the conversation right over here. I'm just gonna drag this over. So she said, basically there was this girl I met on Twitter. She wanted to offer on my Halloween Halo 2019. She offered 13 Halos. 13 Halos, including 5 Valentine's Day 2020 Halos. And we know how rare the Valentine's Day 2020 Halos are. So this was like already like, what? How do you have so many Halos? Her friend had the Halo, so I trusted her and went first. Also, Lay, don't trust people? Don't go first. Anyways, then later her friend joined and she kept rejoining to give me the Halos. And I realized that that was weird, so I asked why she did it. So then she explained that ever since the new update, her data hasn't been saving. So basically, every time she rejoined, she got the Halos in her inventory again. Which means, like, she traded a Halo to Lay. Lay got the Halo in her inventory, her data saved, because her account was normal, so her data saved. The Halo stayed in her inventory. That person left the server, her data didn't save though, which means next time she joined, that Halo was in her inventory again, which means there were 2 Halos suddenly. And that, like, person was apparently able to do that over and over again just from the halos they had in their inventory from the beginning. So of course, if you had an account like this and you didn't really have anything valuable in your account, that wouldn't be such a bad thing to happen. But the fact that there were people that had halos in their account or other rare things like Shadow Empress sets, and I don't know if it worked on like the necklace and the diamond ring that you only get from toys and that sort of stuff, and parasols. Oh my god, like imagine you would have control over the market if you were able to just duplicate items. So that was the problem. So basically every time she rejoined, she got the halo again. Also, every time she's offline, she's in a weird server where two people stand like statues. The server has been online for so many days now, and it's really, really weird. So that's how it all happened. So they were always stuck in that weird abandoned server, which I joined it once and it was terrifying. It was so creepy. It felt like a horror movie. I was like going over here to check the hours, and it was like 133 hours or something, and it just felt really weird. And then there was like a statue basically just sitting over here, and then someone just standing around, and you were able to just push these people around because they were not actual players. It was literally just a statue of the player, but all of their data was in that. It was so weird. It was really, really creepy, and I literally hated the vibe of that server. I don't know why. It felt like it was a haunted server, and I'm not into anything haunted. No, I'd rather not. So then Lei went on to tweet and make, of course, the developers of the game see what's going on, and she wanted to raise awareness that there's some odd, weird things going on. And these tweets were before she knew the full story. So she tweeted, "Hey Night Bobby, I joined a really old server. There were two people standing AFK and I tried to move them. They literally just acted like movable blocks, so easy to move them. Also, my spring halo wasn't in my inventory, and those two girls seem to be statues. Please tag Barbie." And it says server uptime 122 hours, and you can see all of these warnings and like errors going on in the back too. Like these are script errors, which means something was totally wrong with that server. Regarding this tweet, here are the statues as well. So here you can see like attempted to do this and it didn't work and all of that stuff. So all of these like scripts that were running but didn't lead anywhere, they just made these like weird error messages right behind the board. 134 hours at this stage. Like, that's a while. That's a few days. She also took a photo of the statue, so this is what they look like. And then, of course, the person at the bar over here. So they were just in the server, like, creepy as. They weren't talking, they weren't moving. It was creepy. It was like a wax statue. And I don't like the vibe of, like, statues. I already hate that I have a cardboard cutout behind me. I always feel so watched. Even though, like, I can tell, like, there's no camera in it, it's cardboard, it's this thick. But I still feel watched. It's very weird. But, like, I'm not getting rid of RM. Like, I'm not getting rid of Namjoon. Like, he's staying in my office. Anyway, let's get back to the topic. So, the scripter of Royal High actually responded. He said, "I've confirmed and replicated this issue and have informed engineers about it. Players getting stuck in game servers, basically. I should get a response from them soon." And he also said, "This is a really bad bug caused by some game servers thinking that players are still playing even though they aren't. We're aware of it and I've informed engineers, hoping that this can get resolved ASAP. Luckily, it's not terribly widespread at the moment." Which means it wasn't even an issue on Royal High side, it was actually an issue on Roblox's side. So the server was genuinely thinking there was still people in the game, and there weren't. Like, they left that server ages ago, but the game was still thinking they were in there. Hence creating those weird statues. But also, which is the good thing and why I'm actually making this video, the scripter responded again saying, "Roblox has responded and resolved the bug where players got stuck in servers. Unfortunately, this was causing their servers to periodically save old data since thought you were playing. We have implemented some additional tracking metrics to catch if this should happen again." Which is so good. I am not quite sure what happened with the people who were duplicating items. I reckon they got banned from trading, but I'm not sure. I did have duplicated Shadow Empress boots in my inventory to let some of the staff check those items or that item. So yeah, I basically messaged them and I was like, "Hey, I have like these boots in my inventory. I think they're duped. Could you check them out? And they did. And I'm pretty sure they're not in my inventory anymore. They're not. Perfect! So we are, wait, no, they wouldn't be. They wouldn't be under accessories. They would be under boots. I still have them. I had one pair that Lay just gave me. I still have them. Okay, I don't know what to do with them. I thought they would have removed them from my inventory, but I guess they were like, oh, you can keep them because you actually told us about it. I don't know, but I should be leaving them in my inventory though. I don't want to give like a poison item to one of you guys. I would feel horrible. So that's why I haven't made a video on this earlier. I was thinking about making a video as soon as I found out about this, which was like, I think almost 3 days ago. But because I didn't know how many people actually had this issue, I didn't want to like spread awareness about this and then make people duplicate items. Not just because I'm worried about the economy and like Halo prices dropping or anything like that. Not necessarily that. I just didn't want you guys to get banned from trading because I feel like the temptation to just duplicate an item if you have the power to is so high, especially if you haven't had like a cool item or you only have like 1 or 2 rare items. Like duplicating them to get your favorite Halo, like the possibility is there and the temptation for sure is that to do so and basically get like ahead in the game and like get an unfair advantage. But I didn't want you guys to get banned because I knew this was gonna get solved sooner or later and I didn't want to put you guys in danger of abusing this glitch from knowing it from me and then getting banned from trading. I would hate it if that happened to you. But yeah, the glitch is resolved, so don't try it. Even if it works for you still, don't try it. Just letting you guys know that even if this glitch still works or you have any other way of duplicating items, do not try it because especially now they have implemented new features to track items down. Like, I'm pretty sure they were very quickly able to track down where my Shadow Empress boots came from. And there we go. Then you're banned. And we don't want that happening, right? Always make sure who you're trading with too. Like if something is very like sus to you and you don't really feel comfortable trading with that person, then don't. You don't have to trade people. You're not forced to trade people. You're also not forced to trade YouTubers. But yeah. This is it. This is the video. This is the glitch that almost broke trading in Royal High. Or not broke it, but like made it less fun because the values would have just dropped. And some of us bought Halos for like 1 million, 2 million diamonds. So if those were suddenly worth only like 20k, that would have been horrible. Like we would have lost so much money and so much of our hard work. So I'm quite glad that this glitch is now fixed. But yeah, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this more informative video and like news video. I guess it's kind of news, right? Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please make sure to leave a like and of course subscribe down below with notifications on so you never miss any of my videos. And I guess I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!